Welcome to the deep dive. Sometimes the most exciting stories aren't just about the final product, but maybe the hidden magic that brings it all together.
That's right.
Today we're exploring the world of brewing, but maybe not just the hops and malt side you might expect.
We're looking behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're diving deep into the unsung hero, production scheduling. We found this fantastic case study, really caught my eye, about a beloved brewing company that completely transformed how they operate.
Absolutely. And this deep dive, it really uncovers how a pretty significant challenge, especially in a fast-growing industry like craft beer, found a really powerful digital solution.
Okay.
Our mission here is to sort of pull out the key lessons,
Yeah.
how sophisticated planning tools can revolutionize even quite traditional manufacturing processes. And the results, well, they were pretty surprising, stretching way beyond just the brewery floor.
So if you've ever wondered how, say, your favorite craft beer actually makes it from that brew kettle into your glass, or maybe more broadly, how any company scales up from like a basement operation to managing over 100 brands, well, you're about to get a shortcut to understanding that.
Yeah, and you might even find some insights for your own world, your own challenges.
Let's start at the beginning then.
Yeah.
Picture this. It's 1988. An aspiring home brewer is off touring European villages, soaking in the beer culture.
Living the dream.
Right. Comes home, head full of recipes.
Yeah.
By 91, that passion project, it goes commercial, starts literally in a basement,
Wow.
and grows into what's now a 100% employee-owned business, really dedicated to world-class beer, but also, interestingly, the environment and their community.
That entrepreneurial spark, it's obviously key, isn't it? But there's this great quote from a production scheduler in brewing.
Oh, yeah.
They said, "These days, consumers want more and they love variety. That presents fun challenges to those of us handling production schedules."
Fun challenges, I bet.
Exactly. And that quote, it just perfectly sums up the core problem this brewery was about to hit head on as they grew.
And grow they certainly did. I mean, from just 6 brands initially
Yeah.
to well over 100. And get this, by 1999, their production had already doubled 5 times.
5 times. That's incredible. And incredibly complex, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. That kind of exponential growth just brings massive complexity. Manufacturing, distribution, everything. They had to shift from, manual brewing methods to automated systems. Handwritten logs became scanned barcodes.
It's such a classic scaling dilemma, isn't it? What works when you're small? Maybe a notebook, a whiteboard.
Right, the whiteboard scheduler.
Yeah, it just completely falls apart when you scale. By 2003, they'd moved to using Excel spreadsheets.
Okay, a step up, maybe?
Well, yes and no. Even Excel proved unstable. Think about it. Spreadsheets crashing right when you need them.
Oh, I've been there.
Errors creeping in from mistyped formulas or someone accidentally deleting a crucial row. These weren't just small oopsies. They could mess up entire production plans.
Leading to wrong ingredient orders, missed deadlines.
Exactly. Costly rework, unhappy customers. The real issue was the lack of a single reliable source of truth. And just the sheer time wasted chasing down problems and inconsistencies, plus this heavy reliance on tribal knowledge.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The knowledge stuck in a few key people's heads, not in a system.
Precisely. Not sustainable, not scalable.
I can just picture the chaos. Spreadsheets freezing, people yelling across the office, "Don't save that file." It sounds like a nightmare, honestly. So with that kind of growth, it was clear the sticky notes and dodgy spreadsheets weren't just inconvenient.
No, they were actively holding them back. A real bottleneck.
So what was the next logical step? How do they tackle this bottleneck?
They knew they needed a big change. By 2012, they'd actually outgrown their accounting software, too.
Okay.
So they migrated to Microsoft AX. Now, for anyone not deep in enterprise software, that's a major enterprise resource planning system, an ERP.
Right, the big integrated system, kind of the central nervous system for the company's data.
That's a great way to put it. It integrates things like accounting, inventory, sales. But, like you hinted at, even a powerful ERP often has a blind spot when it comes to the nitty-gritty of production planning.
Okay. So even with this shiny new ERP system, those Excel spreadsheets were still causing problems.
Still a massive challenge. They didn't integrate well with AX. Planners were constantly having to manually resequence schedules in Excel, then try to feed that back, which, kind of defeats the whole purpose of having that central ERP system.
Right, you're back to manual workarounds.
Yeah.
So how did they bridge that specific gap between the ERP and the actual brewery floor schedule.
And this is such a critical point for anyone thinking about system integration. They needed something designed specifically for planning and scheduling, something that could talk seamlessly with their ERP.
Makes sense.
That's when they decided to implement PlanetTogether's APS, that's Advanced Planning and Scheduling System.
APS, okay.
Yeah. If the ERP is the central nervous system, maybe think of the APS as the production brain. It takes all that data from the ERP
Got it.
and meticulously optimizes the actual minute-by-minute schedule, what to brew, when, on which equipment, considering all the constraints to maximize efficiency.
Okay, that clicks. Like the ERP has the ingredients list and knows what's in the pantry, but the APS writes the actual recipe steps and the timing.
Precisely. It connects the high-level plan to the operational reality.
So what happened then? What were the payoffs once they implemented this APS?
The results were genuinely impressive, really significant leaps in efficiency. We're talking about a remarkable 30% reduction in setup times.
30%, wow.
Yeah, and that directly leads to more throughput. Plus, they saw a decrease in late jobs by over 20%.
Okay, 30% faster setups, that's not just a number. Think about the ripple effect, right?
Yeah.
It means they can switch between different beer types much faster, less wasted time.
More agility.
More agility, exactly. Boosting their overall capacity, potentially without even adding new tanks or lines. That hits the bottom line directly and helps them meet that consumer demand for variety we talked about. But what about the team? How did this change things for the actual people on the ground, the planners, the brewers?
Excellent question, because that's where you see the human impact. That same production scheduler I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
They observed, instead of seeking and tracking down information, it's being radiated to our team.
Radiated, I like that.
Yeah, it's evocative, isn't it? It means staff on the production floor, they don't have to actively pull reports or chase people down anymore. The APS system automatically pushes real-time updates.
So everyone sees the same thing at the same time.
Instantly. Is that batch of hops received? How many cases have we run on this line? Is the schedule changing? It's all visible, ensuring everyone's aligned. It's like a constant automatic broadcast of operational status.
Sounds incredibly powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Real-time information for better, faster decisions. And I heard the APS also gave them this what-if scenario capability. How did that work?
Oh, this is really cool. Think of it like a flight simulator for your production line. You can model different decisions without affecting real operations. What if we introduce a new seasonal beer? What if that fermentation tank needs unexpected maintenance?
Oh, you can test it out virtually.
Exactly. The software runs the scenario and shows you the likely impact, maybe even the optimal way to adjust the schedule, all backed by data. It allowed their team to really anticipate things like when specific brews would actually finish, so they could proactively order the right tanks, the right packaging.
So moving from reactive firefighting to proactive planning.
Precisely. Managing the supply chain proactively, not just reacting to it.
That proactive capability, it sounds like it really set them up for the future, too.
It really did. I mean, since implementing the software, they've even opened a second brewery location.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, like half a nation away, as they put it. The APS provides that critical transparency you need for a multi-plant setup. The planning team can easily see capacity at both sites, coordinate, even, offload orders to the other location if there's a disruption or an emergency at one plant.
That kind of flexibility, that resilience, must be invaluable.
Crucial for long-term growth, absolutely.
So what began as this homebrewer's dream, facing those classic growing pains, huge success bumping up against outdated tools.
Yeah, the spreadsheets and whiteboards.
They found their path forward through digital transformation. This case study really shows how moving beyond notebooks, even beyond those complex spreadsheets, to a dedicated APS system can just fundamentally change a manufacturing business, making it faster, more efficient.
And way more resilient.
Definitely more resilient.
And this brings up, I think, an important question for you listening right now. If a brewery, with all its complex steps, brewing, fermenting, packaging, if they can get 30% faster setups and much greater agility through this kind of digital optimization,
Right.
what processes in your world, maybe ones that seem traditional or still run manually, might be ready for a similar what-ifs scenario?
That's a great question, something to definitely think about. We hope this deep dive gave you some valuable insights, maybe sparked an idea or two for tackling your own challenges. Thanks so much for joining us for another deep dive.